Namaste everyone, welcome to Yoga with Master D. And if you are a new yoga teacher, it means if you just finished your 200 hours yoga teacher training course and you are thinking to teach a yoga lesson, the first problem you will face is how to make my yoga sequence. And again, remember that you are a new yoga teacher. So in this case, I am here to give you some advice which I had learned in my previous more than 10 years of experience in teaching yoga. Today I will guide you that how you can make a sequence which can help you and your student to get a better outcome. For this, number one, make sure whenever you will go to the new yoga class, it will be not like you know everybody. You may need to understand one thing every single time you enter in a class, there are new people. You are new for them, they are new for you. And accordingly, how you will judge that, okay, how to teach these people? Because whatever sequence you had prepared yesterday night back home, that is your assumptions that this is I will teach on the base of what I feel good with doing yoga. But remember, when you are the teacher and you are teaching a yoga class, so you're not doing yoga for yourself right now. You are teaching those people who are another side of you. In this case, how they will feel good, how they will develop, this is the responsibility, and for that we are teaching. Then the question is how I will get to know what to teach. Okay, so before we begin, we should understand one thing very clearly, that I should know very well that whom I am teaching. If I don't know anything about my student who comes to learn from me, then it will be a very hard task to teach them and give them a positive outcome. So what we can do? As per my understanding, if we talk to them a little bit, ask them several questions, so we will at least get to know something. So I always appreciate those people who come 5 minutes earlier in the class. And as a teacher, again, I always prefer the teacher who come 5 minutes earlier in the class. So you have that 5 minutes. You can talk to people. You can ask them several questions. Number one, how long you practicing yoga? So here you will have an idea that, okay, this person is completely beginner who never did yoga before. Somebody may mention that, okay, I'm doing yoga since last 3 years, on and off. Pretty well off, okay, kind of. And some people may mention you that, okay, I'm a regular practitioner, I'm doing yoga more than 10 years. Now you know something about your students. So this will help you to understand that what I will teach. Might be possible you prepare completely beginner class, but there are the person who had practiced 10 years regularly. So your class will not give them any outcome because it will be waste for them maybe. Okay, so this is why we need to know something about the people whom we are teaching. Second question. So whenever you ask this question to your people that, okay, if you do have any injury, they may mention you that, okay, sir or ma'am, I do have a lower back pain. Somebody may mention that I got a slip disc. Somebody may mention that, okay, I am having a neck pain, journal neck pain. Somebody may mention you about their injuries. Somebody may mention you about their pain or whatever, good or bad, whatever it is. So now think about it. Now you know something more about your student. You know how long they're practicing yoga. You know there are people in the classroom who is having back pain and some of them are having neck pain, knee pain. These are common issues actually. So now when you are teaching, that time you can do any kind of twist and tweak, any kind of modification, any kind of advancement to make your class a bit more better for everyone. So everybody will get something out of your class, a positive outcome. So this is we need to understand before we start to teach our class. This is not like, okay, I'm practicing Ashtanga or I'm practicing very intense. Okay, so right away I go to the class and kill everybody. That's not like that way. We need to understand it very clearly. When you are practicing, that is you. But when you are teaching, it's about them. How they are doing, that is what all matters. How they are learning, that's all matters. And if they are not learning, that's question on you that which kind of teacher you are. You need to understand it very clearly. As soon as you understand these things, you will able to teach more effectively and your class will develop. So here, because as I mentioned that we are trying to talk about Hatha Yoga class 1 hour for beginners, those who are new teacher. And definitely if you are new teacher, my advice is to start to teach with beginners, because beginners will start to learn from you. If you will jump right away to the people who are advanced practitioner, they will catch you within a 5 minute, and then maybe you will not feel comfortable or confident. Okay, so first advice is go one to one person. Okay, teach a private class, maybe somebody, maybe freely also. Okay, if you are very new, if you are not confident, 1 2 person, but not more than that. And again, teach beginner people or normal people, okay, who don't practice so much yoga. Okay, do not try to teach pro practitioner right away after finish your 200 hours. Believe me, it will be very hard day. Okay, so remember that. Okay, now how to prepare my sequence. So whenever we talk about yoga, so yoga is not about like, okay, after 1 hour the person is not able to walk out of the class, that person is feeling that much pain. It's not like that way. We need to understand that, okay, these are new people. I want them to do something, okay, some yoga practice, some asana practice, but they should be comfortable. Then they may think to come again. Because many people, first day, first week, they give up with the thought that, okay, yoga is not for me. Why? Because I'm not flexible. Why? Because I can't do chaturanga. Why? Because I can't bend forward. In this case, the mistake is not from their side most of the time. It's also teacher. How teacher tackle them. How teacher teach them. Your head to the knee as a teacher is fine, no problem. Okay, that's fine. But they are new. You cannot impose everything what you do on them. Okay, so this is. So whenever we are making a sequence, we need to understand these things, and then we should prepare our sequence. To be a safe side, what you can do, you can always keep one beginner version of the posture and one a bit advanced version of the posture. That will help both of the category. So you can deal. Might be possible first day this person is fine to do things. So you have option now. You can give them advanced variation. And those who are very new, you can give them some modification. That will be a good way. A second thing, we need to understand very well that, okay, we should be flexible enough to do any kind of twist and tweak in our sequence while we teaching. Otherwise, you will either finish your class earlier or you will delay your class so much. In both cases, this is not good because everybody have limited time and might be possible people need to go to their work after your class. So if your class finish late, they will reach the workplace late. It might be possible their company will deduct half their salary. And that's not what you want to deliver them. That's not why they come to your class. Also, we need to understand this thing. Okay? So now let's prepare our 1 hour of yoga sequence. So after analyzing all these sort of scenarios, we will try to prepare our class. Okay, in this side you can see all the things you will see here, and also I will place the document in the description. You can download from there to understand how all the things are working. If I say it's a 1 hour class, so I would love to categorize it in the 3 partition. My first phase of the class will be preparatory phase, where I am preparing my students' body, mind for the practice. So completely preparation. Second phase of the class will be targeting phase, where I want to target all these asanas, whatever I want to teach today. And my third phase of the class will be last 15 minutes, where I want them to finish their last asana, go for savasana, and then tata bye bye, see you tomorrow. This is my last phase. First phase is pretty well around 20 minutes to 25 minutes. And if you are very new and they are very beginner, you can also take it as a 30 minute. More preparation required when they are beginner. Second phase can be somewhere 15 minutes to 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And our last phase will be somewhere about last 15 minutes or 20 minutes. It's up to you how you teaching the class. When you are new, it may take more time. If you will be good teacher, means you are regularly teaching now, you are fine with everything, then it will be quick a bit. Okay. First thing first, whenever you go to the class, just think about it. When you go to the class, how the class goes. So definitely you come from one place to your studio, right? you are walking, you are rushing, okay, whatever it is. So right away in the class, we will not start to do asana here and there, okay, right? So first we will sit down comfortably. So first 1 to 2 minutes in the classroom will be like a relaxation or preparation. Let everybody please sit down in the classroom, okay, place your yoga mat, place your 2 block, one belt, one yoga booster, blanket, whatever required. And this is preparation is very important. Otherwise, what will happen in your classroom? You might teaching some posture where people need maybe props, and they will walk towards the props. And when they will come back to their yoga mat, and you will see posture is changed. Why this happened? It's not their mistake always. Remember, as a teacher, you need to prepare it well. You need to well organize your class so in the class these mistakes don't happen again. If one time something happened, that's fine. We are new, we learn every single day actually. But whenever something happen in your classroom, note it down in the end and think about next time how this situation will not occur again. So it will help you to grow as a good teacher. So now our first 2 minutes goes with the preparation. Now everybody settle down nicely, catch your breath, 1 to 3 breath or 3 to 5 breath, slow, long and deep, inhale, exhale. This is our first 1 2 minute. Now, second step is the mantra. Some people may say that mantra is a religious act. Fine. If somebody don't like it, so you can also add some affirmation, quotation, any positive wordings. Okay. By the way, mantra is a one aspect in the classroom which help you to connect with the spirituality of the class. So do not take it as a religious act. Okay. But anyway, if people don't like to do it, they can still stay like 1 minute peacefully, and as a teacher you can chant this mantra in your mind. In many cases, if this situation comes to me, I say, okay, fine, those who don't chant, no problem, but I will chant in my mind for everyone, because this is what we want. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, may everybody become happy and healthy. Now after mantra, our class and practice start. As I mentioned, if you are the beginner, and you may see nowadays many people practice yoga and they are getting injuries in yoga. Why this happen? Because they always forget the first aspect of yoga, asana practice, which is joint movements. In these joint movements, we are trying to move our joints freely without any body weight primarily. Like suppose I'm moving my finger or I'm moving my wrist. So right now my wrist is free to move. There is no body weight. But if I don't practice this and I go to a Stanga class and jump to Chaturanga right away by watching others and by watching my teachers, so that time I'm doing a very rigorous act with my wrist. I'm jumping back with my body weight 80 kg and without any preparation. So my wrist will say, man, come on, are you crazy? I'm not gonna work, okay? So I will give you pain. And maybe first day you don't feel pain, but eventually you may able to get it. That's why many people complain about the pain. That's why it's very important to understand, if you are teaching somebody, you want them to be safe first. So start with the way which is comfortable and which they will be fine with. Okay, so joint movements are very important practice. And if you are the one who thinking I'm practicing yoga since long time but still no development, so make sure you are missing joint movements. Remember that every day 15 minutes if you will practice, it will give you a lot of benefit, and you will see your postures are getting better day by day, day by day. Within a 3 month you will see massive change for sure. Okay, now our second preparation is called sun salutation. Up sun salutation, once our joints had moved nicely, they increase the range of motion. Now they are mobile enough. Now we are adding sun salutation. Here, your whole body will move head to toe. Your joints will carry somehow some sort of your body weight, and your entire joint and muscle system will work together. Your blood flow will increase, okay, throughout the body, and you will feel more comfortable. So this is the sun salutation. Primarily 5 round is a decent amount of number in a good pace. But if they are beginner, you can also go for 3 round. You can go more slowly maybe. That's fine completely. And you may maybe add more round if this is a winter weather. Personally, if I teach, I will go for 5 rounds normally, and first round I will go slow, and every time I will observe my people how they are doing, and after then if they are fine, then we can increase the pace slightly. If they are very senior, I always try to add some movements which include in the sun salutation before the salutation, so they will get to know the postures and they will be a bit familiar with the posture. After 3 to 5 round salutation, first how much time it will take? It will take at least 10 minutes nearby, okay, 8 to 10 minutes. If you are practitioner, then 8 minutes, and if you are new, maybe 10 minutes, 12 minutes, okay, depends how slowly and how fast you are teaching. That's all depends on that. This much from the beginning to the preparation till the sun salutation. This is our first phase where we preparing our body. So till now, your body is awakened nicely. Your everything is ready to practice now. So now I will target my asana. My advice, if you are new teacher again, remember, rather than teaching something intense or fancy, go with the basics and easy, where you will feel comfortable to perform, where you will feel comfortable to explain, and where you will feel comfortable with them as well. Try not to add any fancy move to show them something. It might be possible you may fall down in the classroom and people will laugh at you and you will not like it. Then your confidence will come down and everything will destroy in the classroom. Remember that. Just go simple and easy. Maximum what will happen? People will say that, okay, class is easy. I'm happy for you because you can perform this first class nicely, happily, without any problem. That's a good sign, actually. Next time you can increase the intensity. That's completely okay. Now, in this Hatha Yoga class, we try to work on the body positioning. So we have primarily 3 body positioning which we work throughout our day. Number 1 is standing position, when we stand up. Second positioning is when we sit down. Remember, we can sit down by 2 manners. Number 1 is on the knees. That is called kneeling posture. And second, when we sit down on the sitting bone, that is called sitting postures. And third part is the laying down one. When we lie down, we can again lie down by 2 ways. One on the belly, that is called pronation. And second one is on the back, that is called supination. So these is all the positioning, 5 positioning overall. Number 1 is standing, then kneeling, then sitting, then prone, and then supine. These are the 5 positioning we will work on. It's very easy. What you can do is, if it's first class, if they are beginner, you can put two postures in each segment. Means 2 standing posture, 2 kneeling posture, 2 sitting posture, 2 prone posture, 2 supine posture. That way you can go, it will be easier for you. Otherwise, if after a time you are teaching regularly and you finish your sun salutation in 20 minutes, first 20 minutes in the classroom, you are done with the first segment, then I will say you can spend 5 minutes in each segment. Generally, in the standing, we give a bit more time, as standing's legs we are talking about. Legs are the foundation of our body and they are the big muscle group in our body. So we prefer to give them a bit extra time. So 5 to 7 minutes is a decent amount of time for the standing postures. Second is the kneeling. While we training our legs, definitely knees got trained somehow. So kneeling is a transition phase from standing to sitting. In kneeling, we can spend 3 minutes. You can give a bit break here, maybe some child pose, some cat and cow, or maybe some preparatory postures, so which can help your student to proceed later on to do nice postures. But third part is more interesting, which is sitting posture. Remember, sitting position is more comfortable. And here we have many varieties of asanas. Whenever we do something in standing, we need 3 things. Number 1, which is strength to stand on our leg. Number 2 is flexibility. And number 3 is the balance. Many times you may see in the classroom somebody performing any twisting triangle or twisting side angle posture, or maybe Utit Hasta Padangustasana type of posture, and they fall down. Why? Because these 3 things are missing. And when you are new in yoga, so think definitely you are some sort of tight you don't have maybe that much strength, okay, you don't have that much balance. So that's why it happens. So in the sitting positioning, you can prepare yourself very well, because you're not going to fall down anywhere. You don't need any leg strength to stand longer. And when you will practice here more nicely, so eventually you will see that your standing posture are getting better. So that's why this is how you can help your posture from here to there in yoga class easily. It means not like something doesn't appears in the standing order, means not you cannot do that at all. There is a way to teach somebody. And this is what we need to figure out as a teacher. Now, our next position is prone positioning, when we lie down on our belly. Here you can teach basic asanas like cobra pose, baby cobra pose, some locust pose, okay, like a salabhasana, some maybe a small bow pose. These are the nice posture actually, which beginner also will able to do some sort of, and they can try, and at least they will not hurt their body. Okay, you don't need to do something fancy or a very advanced posture, but decent posture where they will able to do it somehow, and it will be a positive asana which will give them positive outcome. Okay, suppose there was somebody in the classroom who is having a back pain, so maybe this cobra pose can help them. Okay, now next is supine. A supine position, because this is a beginner class, so in the supine we can add some relaxing posture, maybe do some bridge pose. A bridge pose is easy posture. It's also some sort of a strengthening posture for your legs and glutes. It's also some sort of good posture for those who have problem with the breathing, those some who have a shoulder problem, like okay, tight shoulder, okay, they cannot, like they are feeling shoulder pain, okay, those who are feeling back pain. It's a wonderful posture, and every person will some sort of able to make it. You can teach some supine twist posture which can twist your lower spine nicely. So after a long day, people feel a lot of stress around the lower back. It will fix it nicely. Some happy baby pose. Happy baby is always happy. That's always a wonderful posture. You can teach people. Maybe lie down in the supine butterfly position. Simple, easy. So these are the positions which can help them to feel better actually. Because after a long tired day, nobody want to destroy the body more. Everybody want to feel some relax and do some yoga which can help them, not harm them. It's not like whole the day I'm working, okay, and then in the end of the day after yoga class I can't walk out. So how I will go tomorrow morning to my job? Okay, so we need to understand these things first, always. And after this supine, we will start to come to our next phase, which is almost 15 minutes. Okay, you need to again manage the timing very well. You need to do it in the reverse order. So we need to understand when we will finish the class, 1 to 3 minutes it will take to finish the class, to chant the mantra Om Santi Santi Santi, bye bye, see you tomorrow my friend. So this will take 1 to 3 minutes for sure. Ab this is 1 hour of yoga class. 7 to 10 minutes of savasana is required. 5 to 7 minutes is also good. Okay, so let's say 7 minutes of savasana. Okay, will be required here. So 10 minutes already pass here. Now we got only 5 minutes. Ab it's up to you what you want to do in this 5 minutes. First, you have several choices. I give you 3 choices. Number 1 is add more relaxing asanas, because they are beginner, they're doing first time yoga, and maybe they may feel too much already. So give them more relaxing asanas. This is one choice. Second choice is the inversion asanas. Inversion asanas are those asanas which is where your head is down, you can say commonly, and legs are up. That kind of position. If you go to very basic inversion posture, shoulder stand, halasana, they are still tough for somebody. If I am the teacher, I will not teach it in my first day to beginner people. I will take time. After 1 week, I may introduce it, but not in the day 1, for sure. Why? Because when you are upside down, you never been there before, and everything will be very different for you. You don't know the right leg, left side, right side, here and there, okay, forward, backward, how to move. And again, some people may do too much in excitement, okay, so they may hurt their neck as well. So first, let's relax, teach easy, and observe your people, that how do they behave in the class and how do they practice. Are they enjoying or not? Are they ready to do some strong postures or not? This is what we need to understand. Now, so inversion. So after a while, you can go for the inversion. Now the last option is some peak pose. Because this is a easy class, first class, beginner class, here as a peak pose, if I'm the one, I can teach them, okay, lie down on the booster for 5 minutes or 3 minutes, okay, and that way some easy posture. Maybe supine butterfly is also okay, no problem, because see, when we lie down the booster for 5 minutes or 3 minutes, it will open the chest cavity nicely, they will able to breathe properly, and eventually they will see the result. Remember, when you're performing the asana, you're not fighting with the asana. You are trying to use your breath as a tool to go deeper into the asanas. But when a beginner do the asana, they always force it. They try to fight with it. Why? Because they cannot breathe properly. So that's why I pick this asana. Again, supine butterfly asana is good again. Why? Because most of the time adductor muscles are tight in many cases. So again, you can add this posture or you can pick whatever. In later on, when you will teach your class more regularly, the same people are coming to your class, and by your observation, if you think this is the posture which looks a bit tough, and I need to dedicate my complete class for this one asana, so for that asana you can teach a peak pose based class where throughout the class, whole 40 minutes before this asana, you will prepare their body for this one asana. So if you ask me, my personal favorite first peak pose class is always a wheel pose class, because wheel pose is a tough posture. This is a different positioning for your body. Many people, whenever they try to do wheel pose, they hurt their lower back. And many people give up with the thought that, okay, I don't have strength, even it doesn't require that much. So we need to understand this. So for those sort of postures like Hanumanasana, remember your Hanumanasana will not develop after 1 hour or 2 hours of yoga practice and do 1 second Hanumanasana, let's see how it looks like. It will not develop like that way. It required a proper full-fledged practice, which working on your hamstrings, your iliopsoas muscles and all these sort of part of your body. Then you will be well trained to do this asana. And that day you will feel better actually. So this way how our 1 hour yoga class will design. I'm sure out of this lecture, you may understand that how you can design, but this is not the end. This is the first step. First, we need to understand this. I can also post a PDF format on the description. So where you can have a routine, like, okay, how to make all these sequence like this way in the same order. Many time, okay, now let's see, because you cannot ask me question directly right now. Okay, so let me take several questions which my students ask me in my previous classes. Okay, on the base of that, I can pick several questions and give you answer. Maybe you also have the same doubt. Number one, should we practice these classes always in this sequence? So remember, my friend, if I am saying this is a Hatha Yoga class, so I will say most of the time try to follow this order, which is the warm-up, sun salutation, after then standing posture, kneeling posture, sitting posture, prone position, and then supine position. After then inversion or whatever else, then savasana, then Om Santi Santi, Tata Bye Bye. This is a good order which helps you to give a good pace in your class. We prepare our mind, we prepare our body, and then we target the asanas, and slowly we coming down towards the savasana, and easy, smooth ending will be there. Many times people do what? They just fluctuate the class so much. Like suppose I'm teaching you standing posture. After then I will ask you to sit down again. And then again I remember that I want to do tree pose. So let's stand up again because this is my peak pose. So this way, many times your body is moving up and down, left and right. And that may be not looks that smooth and good. If you enjoy it, that's thumbs up. But remember again, when you are teaching, you are teaching. So we need to think carefully. Many people ask me second question that, okay, can we add number of posture together? Remember, we talking about Hatha Yoga, and primarily why I'm saying Hatha Yoga, because Hatha Yoga is a very safe side of practice where anybody from the small age, you can say 8 to 10 age to any number of age can practice it safely. Remember, safely is important. Practice is not that important. Safe practice is important. And again, if you are a right person for the right practice, then right outcome will come. But a wrong person doing wrong practice, a wrong result will come, and wrong result is always wrong, which is injury. That's why people say that I'm injured now. What to do? Why? Because when you choosing your asana, when you choosing your yoga class, you're not choosing it wisely. You are choosing it because where your friend goes, where other are going, what is more popular. Understand this, you are a beginner person. So, how to start? Begin with small movements, easier class, better class, maybe private class. Okay, so you will feel comfortable, and once you come in a flow, then you can change. That's fine completely. Okay, nothing, no personal problem with any style of yoga, but just to help you to guide your people safely, this will be my advice. So, whenever we mix a number of posture together, that is kind of a flow. Here in this lecture, we talk only about Hatha Yoga class. In next lecture, I will talk about flow yoga. Then I will help you to understand how you can create the flow. But in Hatha Yoga class, I will not prefer to add multiple number of postures. Yeah, a good advice is here you can repeat one asana 2 times. So person who is new and as a new teacher, you have more time to spend with that one asana. That will help in the both way. Now the third question is that okay, how to choose a right style? In my locality, there are mostly Vinyasa Flow Yoga classes, this or that. See, if you want to make a difference, you should start something differently. And it might be possible, initially you will suffer. It may have a hard time. But don't forget why you start these things. You start to teach yoga because you want to help somebody. You want to help the society to learn yoga safely. So in this case, you should have some patience. And again, as a teacher, you are learning this patience here. Now, nowadays in the around the world, there are so many different style of yoga. Even like now, there is a beer yoga, chicken yoga, nude yoga, this yoga, that yoga. Okay, these are all sort of yoga is happening there. But this is not the real yoga actually. This is just on the name of yoga, you are destroying somebody. Okay, yoga practices. But definitely people enjoy it. That's why they are running. But you are not the one. You want to teach something better. You want to connect with the origin, the source of yoga. Here, you should understand as a teacher, my responsibilities are what? My responsibility to teach them safely and give them a positive outcome to help them to grow physically, mentally, spiritually. So, if you are a beginner and if you never did anything before, maybe very little bit thing, but if never done any sort of active things before, I will say Hatha Yoga is the best safe way for you to start with. I'm sure you will be safe and you will, after time, you will able to do better. Okay. And how to pick the teacher? Make sure if teacher is teaching so much fancy things, okay, that is not required. Make sure yoga class is not a class of Instagram, okay, where you want to see fun things, okay. And yoga class is not a class where what next always, okay. How many time you do repeat, that is what matters. And if you are a beginner, make sure your teacher at least give you 5 to 10 minutes of warm up, which is joint movements and at least 5 round of the salutation. If you don't find the one, you can check my videos and you can practice with them. It will be free and you can enjoy better, and I'm sure you will have a better results. If you feel any difficulties, you can text me and I will happy to help you. But if you are the one who have a previous background by doing some activities, like suppose you are a sportsman, okay, but you are also flexible enough, then you can pick a bit advanced style, like suppose a stanga vinyasa after quickly. Okay, if you practice hatha yoga, suppose 1 2 days 5 days, okay, and you feel this is quite comfortable for me, then you can switch to a stanga. That is fine. Okay, maybe flow yoga will be also fine in this case. And if you are enjoying that Astanga Vinyasa nicely, then again to switch it, you can also go for the Vinyasa flow. But remember, yoga practice is not the practice of how you feeling only, it's a discipline. Some sort of Astanga Vinyasa, Hatha Yoga, Sivananda Yoga, they teach you discipline and control your mind. In Astanga Vinyasa, why people feel better? Because it's a one sequence. Once you enter in the class, you know what to do in one go. Every single day you practicing the same asanas day by day, month by month, year by year. That teach you discipline. And that what's bring something from inside. Discipline is very important. Without discipline, yoga is nothing. You cannot reach your destination in yoga if you are not disciplined. So this is for today. Thank you very much for watching Yoga with Master D, and I'm happy that you come back And if you have any question, please comment below and I will be happy to help you. Thank you very much. Namaste.